Traditionally, gold and silver is something that is encouraged amongst the media, amongst investors, especially if you think from more of a retail side. And when I say retail, I mean people who are sitting at home, pretty unexperienced, not really sure what to do. And you absolutely can go buy gold and silver. And traditionally, if you have bought gold and silver in the past, then yes, you would have roughly kept up with inflation. Now, the main detriment to gold and silver is the fact that number one, it's physical, right? And it's heavy. So if let's say you have $1 million and you want to put that in gold, that's going to be a lot of gold. And then so what are you going to do? You're going to go buy a big safe. You're going to put that in your house. It's overall a pretty big hassle. And while I do have some gold and silver just to have it, it's not something that I would recommend. If you're sitting on $500,000 and I want to put it somewhere, it is not even close to the best option that you have. So with that being said, what options do we have? Right. And so before I get into what options that we actually have, we have to get into the minutia behind gold and silver and who pushes that narrative, right? And so most people would think gold is the most valuable thing on the planet. Well, I would ask you, who told you that? And the answer is you either heard it from the news media or, or maybe someone that is around you at work or at, whatever, someone at the gym, you heard it from someone. Oh, you should go buy gold. Why? Because it's valuable. Well, who told you that? Well, I saw it on the news, right? And so it's important to understand that there is no inherent value, right? Other than what we perceive it to be, especially gold itself. Gold is not necessarily useful other than as a decorative instrument. The perceived value around gold is that there's scarcity, okay? But we know JP Morgan just reached a $1 billion settlement with the United States government, and they got fined for manipulating the price of gold. And how do you manipulate the price of gold? Okay, well, by controlling the inflow and outflow of it. So sure, is there mines in Africa where people are just mining gold? Yeah, absolutely. Is there a limited quantity? There's a limited quantity to us. Same thing as the diamonds. Same thing they're doing with money. They're manipulating and controlling it. They have access to as much as they could ever want, the people who are mining it, but the perceived value is based on the control of how much we have access to.